talk about the Employee Retention Credit Overview, or the ERTC. And I'm very excited about sharing this because I'm a business owner and I know how much we've been struggling. It is not one thing, it's another thing because people close down, because right now myself, I have issues with the supply chain. And if it's one thing or the other one that we're having a problem with. So what is Employer Retention Credit Overview? Okay, I'm going to explain to you what it is. And I know these accountants, CPAs, that's what they do. But the caveat here is the bad thing about these CPAs is that they just do people that they have 5 employees to 500. Okay, more than 500, the program doesn't work. But I know that under 5, you can go ahead and get help, but I don't know who is the right person to help you out. So what it is uh, in this website, they allow it to determine if you qualify for the ERTC and no cost. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna enter in this website, govertc.com. Okay, govertc.com. Okay, so what you're gonna go enter into it, and what you're gonna do, check if you qualify. What are the qualifications? What do you need? It's basically what they're gonna do. The CPA is gonna amend the 941X in business days or less, in 5 business days or less. So meaning that you have, you provide all the information that is required. Like for instance, you can provide the W-2s from, basically is W-2s what is make the whole trick. Okay, now these people specialize, the CPAs specialize on it. And and unfortunately, like I say, five 5 employees or less, you still qualify because the IRS say that. But it's so complicated to find somebody to do it. So I won't be able to help you with that. But I will be able to help you if you have more than 5 employees under 500. Okay. So what you gotta do, if you think that maybe you qualify for this, it's certain things that you have to do. You gotta go to govertc.com, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna enter your information, and then provide the documents, and wait a little bit, and then to see if you qualify or not. Right? So, what is this ERTC? It stands for Employee Retention Credit. All right. Um, created created by the CARES Act, signed in 3/27/2020. I don't know, you remember the COVID-19, that's when it was hit, so the government started doing some stuff due to the COVID-19 economic stimulus programs. This is another program. Most people, they didn't get to, they didn't done anything with this one. So, that's why now it comes handy. Okay. Original business had to choose between paycheck protection and employee retention credit. So at the beginning, the law say if you qualify for PPP, you don't qualify for ERTC or ERTC. Okay. The thing is, the IRS was like making it so difficult, and it's still making it so difficult to do it. So very few accountants doing it because there's no worth it for them. Nobody want to do the 941X. All right. So because it's very complicated, and most accountants, they don't want to do it. So very few of them, and this is why a lot of people choose the PPP. So this loan was forgiven. Most of people, they forget, they get forgiven. But even though right now the law changed, and in August 1st, 2021, the IRS changed the law and say even people when they have the PPP, you can do the ERC. So most people, they don't know this part of it, and they already got the PPP, and they assuming that they don't going to get this one. Okay, so that's the caveat here. It's a tax credit, but you get it as a cash money. It's like when people get a rebate from the IRS or refund from the IRS. Basically, that's similar to that. So you get money. You can no dollar limit. this is the beauty of this, is it has non-dollar limit. The dollar amount that you're going to be getting is depends the amount of employees, and also, you know, they do some numbers up there. So I don't really know how to do the numbers, but okay, but that's how you get the money here. So that's why it's no limit in how much money they're going to give you. I have seen some people that they get 900,000 plus. Some people they get like 125, 200, 500, a million. So, but that's legal. It's nothing illegal in this thing. So it's just, the thing is you got to get it with the right person. Okay. So anyways, the PPP, a lot of people, they got forgiven. So this is another program completely different, but you can utilize, if you qualify for the PPP, most likely you qualify for this program, and also too, you can go ahead and get both. All right. Originally just apply 2020, the American Rescue Plan Act extended to program into 2021. So this program requires a knowledge of the client, the unique details of how was impacted COVID-19, and a lot of payroll details. I don't know, you remember a lot of business, they got closed down, and then those people, you know, it's a snowball effect, right? Because one thing is closed, the other ones, you don't get the material, you don't get the service, and then it was a ball. Like people that they have, like restaurants. Okay, this is perfect for restaurants, even though they get the other program, I don't recall what is the name, that they are for restaurants. Okay, only they can qualify for this one. This is one of them that a lot of people has missed. All right, so who qualifies? Anybody has W-2s and they have a form 941. Okay, so self-employed people, they don't qualify for this. Unfortunately, they can't really do it in this case because 1099s do not come. Okay, I know that some people will consider employees, but technically and legally, according to the IRS, 1099 employees is considered self-employed because they're going to do the Schedule C. So that's basically the caveat here. It has to be in W-2s. Listen, W-2s. All right. So, and it has to be back in 2020, 2021. All right. They can go up to 500 employees, 5 to 500 employees. I always mention 5 to 500 because under 5, this particular CPA, they don't do it. We don't do under 5 employees. Okay, but that's basically our guidelines, is not the guideline of the IRS, okay, of the government. So you can qualify as long as you find somebody to do it, which is very difficult to find. Okay. The sales for calendar quarter are down 50%. Some people, they got the sales calendar down for 20%. So some people got down a lot. So that's another requirement. All right. Round table, 50% wages, 70% of wages, 10,000. You can see the 2020, 50% of wages up to 10,000 per employee per period. All right. Credit period, 3/12/2020, 3/12/31/2020. So since March 12, 2020 to December 31st, 2021, you have employees. This is the perfect example for what you need to qualify for. This is another program that you can qualify for. Each quarter, also too, is a 2021, the first or the second quarter thing also. Okay. Per employer, for entire, it can be a part-time employee or full-time employee. That's the good thing about this program. Okay, don't be fooled. They say, oh, I have 20, but they're part-time. 20 part-time employees will make you qualify for this program. Okay, so basically, this is one of the things that you have to pay attention. Updated a lot of these guidelines, they updated back in 2021. So a lot of these things you can qualify. Now, the caveat here is that we can go 3 years back, like any tax. When you amend your taxes, you can go 3 years. After 3 years, it's going to go. Now, remember, the government has so much money. And if you don't apply it now, we don't know if you're going to get it or not, because they have so much money, and after that they spend the money, that's it for you. Also, to what we've been seeing a lot is that in 4 months they used to have the money in their hands, the business owner. Now it's taking up to 8 months. All right. So eligible to receive 7,000 per employee, capped at 50,000 per quarter. Okay, so you see, you have to have certain employees. I mean, if you want to get an employee that they were paying $100,000 per quarter, it's not going to qualify. It's going to be the normal average employees that they get, a certain amount, like, $7,000 per employee to $50,000. So that's that's sorry. So that's basically what it is. So new business, they be okay. They start after, you operate on and after February 15, 2020, and they make under $1 million. So they qualify for this program too. And most of the quarter 3 and quarter 4 of the 2020, business was open after February 15, 2020, eligible to receive $7,000 per employee per quarter. So meaning in those 4 quarters, that they 2021 and 2020, you can get up to $26,000 per employee. All right, that's max what they're keeping up. All right. Obviously, it's our business and we charge money for that. The IRS, we just do it. We just do it. The amendment, that way you can get qualified. And remember, because a PPP was a lot of fraud, you gotta go with an expert. When they checking you paperwork, we do not gonna charge any money. What they're gonna charge is if you qualify for the program. It will be, it can be certain different ways that we get paid, and then you can go ahead and choose whenever you already for sure that you are qualifying. So the fees are 20% of tax credit a month, with 3% deposit required at the tax form are delivered. So part of the money that can be paid later when you guys receive the money, knowing that you guys gonna receive the money. So if you pay upfront, they charge you 50% of the total amount that you get in. So you save 5%, which 5% can turn into a very good chunk of cash. But right now, we also have another program that you can go ahead and get, credit for the entire month. So, and they will charge you when you get the money too. So because they will charge you, it's going to be like a credit card sort of, that they give you the money up front, whatever you have the money, whatever money that you need to collect, and then you will get you will get the money. Whenever they get the money, when they get the money, they collect the money. They will charge you interest. I think it's 13% of the total amount. So I don't know if it's worth it, but it's up to you. But if you need some, this money is basically free money. So, and you have to think about it if it's worth it or not. But if you want to know if you qualify, go to www.gov, like gov, like government, gov, V as in Victor, ERTC.com. So again, go to www.govertc.com. Also, you qualify. We don't know if you qualify or not, but until you check it out, maybe you're going to know if you qualify or not. So this is a very easy to qualify, but it's very difficult to process. But a lot of people within CM, a lot of people have been getting very good chunk of money out of this particular grant. So you have any questions, you can also send it to me, Georgina, healthcoach@gmail.com. And maybe I can, you have any questions, you can go ahead and send it my way. All right.